If reading the word yawn just made you feel a familiar tingle at the back of your throat, or if you've ever been infected by a yawn during a meeting, you're not alone. This strange, almost involuntary impulse is a universal human experience. But have you ever wondered why it happens? Why does seeing, hearing, or even just thinking about a yawn make us want to do it too? Well, congratulations, your brain is doing exactly what it's supposed to. This isn't just a random glitch, it's a fascinating window into the deeply social nature of our minds. Yawning isn't just about being sleepy, it's a powerful social reflex, a subtle form of communication that has been connecting us for millennia. At the heart of this phenomenon, scientists point to a special class of brain cells called mirror neurons. Discovered in the 1990s, these cells are like the brain's internal simulator. They fire not only when we perform an action ourselves, but also when we simply watch someone else perform that same action. Think of it as your brain's own Wi-Fi, constantly downloading and mirroring the experiences of those around you. When you see someone yawn, your mirror neuron system activates as if you were yawning yourself. This creates a powerful, often irresistible urge to complete the action. It's a built-in mimic system that forms the neurological basis for imitation, learning, and most importantly, empathy. This is where it gets really interesting. Contagious yawning is strongly linked to our capacity for empathy. It helps us understand what others are feeling and sync up with them emotionally. Studies have shown that we're far more likely to catch a yawn from people we feel close to, like family and friends, than from strangers. It's a subconscious signal that says, I see you, I'm with you. It's empathy in action, a tiny everyday act of social bonding. But the social story isn't the only one. There's also a compelling physiological theory that yawns help cool the brain. Our brains work best within a narrow temperature range, and activities like sleep deprivation or intense focus can cause them to heat up. A deep yawn increases blood flow and brings a rush of cooler air into the nasal and oral cavities, which in turn helps lower the brain's temperature. According to this thermoregulation hypothesis, when one person in a group yawns, it might be a signal that the ambient temperature is rising, or that the group needs to increase its collective alertness. By spreading the yawn, everyone benefits from a quick mental reboot. So, a contagious yawn could be a group's coordinated effort to stay cool and sharp. Scientists have put this to the test in numerous experiments. In classic studies, participants are shown videos of people yawning, and researchers measure how many times they yawn in response. These studies consistently confirm that about half of all adults are susceptible to contagious yawning. They've also revealed fascinating variables. For instance, our susceptibility isn't constant. It can be influenced by our age, our level of attention, and even the time of day. Interestingly, the tendency for contagious yawning doesn't typically appear until around age 4 or 5, which is about the same time children's empathetic abilities begin to mature. This further strengthens the link between yawning and social emotional development. As we get older, our response can fluctuate, sometimes decreasing with age, but the core connection to our social brain remains. And it's not just a human thing. Contagious yawning has been observed in a variety of social animals, including chimpanzees, wolves, and even our best friends, dogs. Just like us, dogs are more likely to catch a yawn from their owners than from a stranger, providing more evidence that this reflex is tied to social bonding across species. It's a primal, shared behavior that connects us to the wider animal kingdom. So, what about right now? Even reading or hearing the word yawn can be enough to trigger the reflex. That's because your brain doesn't always distinguish between experiencing something directly and vividly imagining it. When you read the word, your brain simulates the action, and those powerful mirror circuits can kick into gear without any visual cue at all. So, the next time you catch a yawn from a friend or a colleague, don't just brush it off as a sign of boredom or fatigue. Instead, give yourself a little pat on the back. You're not just tired, you're in tune. Your brain is running a sophisticated social program that cools your cortex, enhances your alertness, and deepens your connection to the people around you. You're simply and beautifully wired for connection. And yes, you're also just a little bit contagious.